April 8th, 2025. This is the day everything changes. If you are hearing this right now, it is not a coincidence. You were meant to find this message. The forces that guide this universe have led you here, and what you are about to hear may be the most important revelation of your life. For centuries, solar eclipses have been seen as divine messages, warnings, and signs of great change. Ancient civilizations feared them. Prophets spoke of them. Kings would prepare for battle, while spiritual leaders would go into deep meditation, knowing that an eclipse is not just an event, it is a shift. And this one, the total solar eclipse on April 8th, is unlike any other. The sky will go dark in the middle of the day. The light that sustains life will vanish, if only for a moment. And in that moment, something powerful will be set into motion. A hidden energy, something buried deep within the universe, will be revealed. The question is, will you be ready? This eclipse is not just an astronomical event. It is a turning point, a cosmic reset. It is the closing of one chapter and the opening of another. You have felt it already, haven't you? That restlessness, that sense that something is coming, even if you can't explain it. Your soul knows what your mind cannot yet understand. You are being prepared. The signs are already appearing. Subtle at first, but undeniable for those who are truly awake. The world is changing, and so are you. But not everyone will be ready for what's coming. There will be those who ignore it, those who dismiss it as just another day. But you are different. That is why you are here, hearing this message. That is why something deep inside you is stirring right now. You know this is important, even if you don't fully understand why. Eclipses are revelations, and this one will bring truths to the surface that have been hidden for too long. The illusion will break, and the reality that has been concealed from you will finally be exposed. You will see things as they really are, not as the world has tried to make you believe. Some of these revelations may be difficult. Some may shake you to your core. But do not fear. This is necessary. This is the awakening you have been waiting for. The days leading up to April 8th are crucial. You may already feel the shift. The energy is intensifying, and those who are spiritually in tune are already noticing the signs. Your dreams may be more vivid. You may see repeated numbers, symbols, or have strange encounters that seem too precise to be coincidences. This is because the universe is speaking to you. It is trying to prepare you. The solar eclipse will be a portal, a moment in time when the veil between the physical and the spiritual is at its thinnest. This is a time for deep reflection, for releasing the old and making space for the new. Those who resist change will find themselves stuck in the same cycles, unable to move forward. But those who recognize this moment for what it truly is will be set free. Before this new cycle begins, there will be a test. The universe will not allow you to step into this next phase unprepared. And this test, it may come in ways you don't expect. People from your past may return, not to reconnect, but to see if you have truly let go. Old temptations may arise, trying to pull you back into old habits, old fears, old ways of thinking. This is not random. This is the test before the awakening. You may feel tired, overwhelmed, or even lost in the days leading up to April 8th. Do not mistake this for a setback. It is simply the final stretch before transformation. The darkness before the dawn. You are being prepared, and that means shedding anything that no longer serves you. If something feels like it is falling apart, let it. It is making space for something greater. This eclipse is here to purge what is no longer aligned with your highest purpose. Some relationships will not survive it. Some paths you thought you were meant to take will suddenly disappear. Some truths you have clung to will be shattered, replaced by a higher understanding of who you really are and what you are meant to do. This is not a moment to fear. This is the moment you were made for. But here's what they don't tell you. Not everyone will see the opportunity in this eclipse. Many will go through this day without realizing the power it holds. They will be too distracted, too caught up in their routines, too blind to notice that something is shifting right in front of them. But not you. You are hearing this message because your soul already knows what is coming. April 8th is not just a date. It is a crossroads, a choice, a moment where those who are ready will step into their destiny, while those who are not will remain asleep. The universe is watching. The energies are aligning. So the question is, when the moment arrives, will you be ready? The test is already unfolding, even if you don't see it yet. It has been happening for weeks, maybe even months. Small challenges, unexpected obstacles, people testing your patience, situations pushing you to your limit. These are not coincidences. They are signals, signs that you are on the edge of something massive. Before every great shift, there is resistance. Before every breakthrough, there is a battle. And before every blessing, there is a test. The universe does not hand out transformation freely. You must prove that you are ready for it. That is why you may be facing situations that feel designed to break you. The truth is, they are not here to break you. They are here to prepare you. You might have noticed that people from your past are suddenly reappearing. Old relationships, toxic friendships, or even memories you thought you had moved on from seem to be resurfacing out of nowhere. This is not a coincidence. This is a test. The universe is watching. Will you fall back into old patterns, or will you stand in your new energy? Temptations will appear. Things that once distracted you, derailed you, kept you small. These things may show up in ways that seem too familiar, too easy, too comfortable. But remember this, nothing that pulls you backward is meant for you. If something is trying to pull you into an old cycle, that is your warning. It is a test disguised as an opportunity. The forces that do not want you to wake up will do everything they can to keep you asleep. Distractions will multiply. Chaos will seem to increase. It will be easier than ever to waste time, to get caught up in drama, to focus on things that do not matter. And that is exactly what they want, to keep you busy, numb, and unaware of what is happening around you. But here's the truth. You are not like everyone else. You feel it, don't you? The restlessness, the sense that something is about to happen, the urge to break free from whatever is holding you back. This is your awakening. This is your moment. Not everyone will understand this. In fact, many won't. They will dismiss it. They will say, it's just another day. They will continue living in the same patterns, making the same mistakes, ignoring the call. But you are different. You see the signs. You feel the energy shifting. You know deep in your soul that this is not just an ordinary moment in time. This is a separation, a moment where the ones who are truly ready will step forward, while those who are still trapped in illusion will remain behind. And this is where you must make a choice. The eclipse is not just an event, it is a gateway. It is a spiritual checkpoint, a moment of alignment, where those who are paying attention will receive divine instruction. But not everyone will recognize it. Many will ignore it. Many will be too distracted to notice. But those who are awake, those who are ready, will feel it in their bones. This is why the days leading up to April 8th are so important. You must clear your mind. You must be focused, intentional, and aware. You cannot let yourself be dragged into meaningless distractions, because those distractions are designed to keep you blind. If you have felt lost, if you have been searching for clarity, if you have been waiting for a sign, this is it. The universe is speaking to you, louder than ever before. But are you listening? The forces at play right now are greater than you can imagine. This is not just about one person, one life. This is about a massive shift in energy, a moment of truth that will determine who is ready to step into their highest path and who will remain asleep. Some will fight this energy. They will resist the change. They will cling to the old ways, refusing to let go. They will reject the signs, dismiss the synchronicities, pretend that nothing is happening, and they will remain exactly where they have always been, stuck. But those who are willing to surrender to the transformation, those who are willing to step into the unknown, will be rewarded beyond measure. You do not have to know exactly what comes next. You do not need all the answers right now. You simply have to be open. Open to seeing the truth. Open to releasing what no longer serves you. Open to stepping into the life that has been waiting for you all along. If you are truly listening, if you are truly ready, then in the coming days, you will start to notice things changing. People will reveal their true colors. Situations that once felt secure may suddenly shift. The things you once ignored will now seem impossible to overlook. This is part of the process. Do not resist it. Lean into it. The chosen ones always know when a shift is happening. They feel it in their souls before it even arrives. That is why you are here, listening to this message right now, because you are one of them. April 8th is coming. The eclipse will pass, but the effects of this energy shift will last for years. This is your chance to step into a new reality. The universe has made its move. Now it's your turn. You cannot approach this day like any other. If you go into April 8th unprepared, you risk missing everything the universe is trying to show you. This is not a normal day. It is a spiritual reset. A moment in time where the energy is so strong that those who are paying attention will feel it in every part of their being. This eclipse is an activation, a realignment of destiny. The old structures, the old beliefs, the old limitations, they will begin to crumble. And if you are not in the right state of mind, you might mistake this collapse for chaos. But those who are prepared will understand that this is not destruction. It is transformation. So how do you prepare? The first step is clearing your space. Your environment holds energy, and in order to step into the new, you must release the old. Look around you. What is no longer serving you? Are there objects, clothes, books, or even decorations that feel tied to an older version of yourself? This is the time to let them go. But this isn't just about the physical. You must also clear your mental and emotional space. What thoughts are you still holding on to that are weighing you down? What fears, doubts, or negative patterns are still running through your mind? April 8th demands clarity. If you are clouded by old energy, you will not be able to receive the messages waiting for you. One of the most powerful ways to prepare for this shift is fasting. Not just from food, but from everything that dulls your awareness. This means detoxing your body, your mind, and your spirit. Reduce distractions. Stay away from anything that drains your energy, whether it's meaningless entertainment, endless scrolling, or negative conversations. Purify your body. Eat clean, drink water, and give your system the chance to be as clear as possible so you can feel the energy shifts deeply. Silence the noise. Spend time in meditation and reflection, away from distractions. The messages coming to you will be subtle at first, but if you are truly listening, they will become impossible to ignore. This is not a time to fill your mind with unnecessary thoughts. This is a time to listen, to be still, to make space for divine downloads. Journaling will be crucial during this time. In the days leading up to April 8th, write down your thoughts, your dreams, and the synchronicities you notice. You may think they are random now, but after the eclipse you will see that they were all connected. You will look back at your words and realize that the universe was trying to tell you something all along. Your words hold power right now. Be careful with what you speak, what you affirm, and what you declare over your life. If you say, "Nothing ever changes for me," then you are blocking your own transformation. If you say, "I am stepping into my highest path," then the universe will align everything to make that statement true. Speak as if the shift has already happened. Say it with certainty. I am ready for the transformation that is coming. I trust the process of the universe. Everything that is meant for me is already mine. The eclipse will be a test of faith. Many will look up at the sky and see only darkness. But those who are awake will feel the power in the silence, the weight of something shifting in the unseen. When the moment comes, when the sun disappears and the world turns dark, there will be a split-second shift, a ripple in time where something new is set into motion. Some will feel a wave of peace. Others will feel a deep, unshakable knowing. Some will even receive instant clarity about something they have been confused about for months, even years. This is the universe revealing what has been hidden. If you are listening, truly listening, you will notice that time itself will feel strange. Things will slow down. The air will feel heavier. There may even be a moment where everything around you goes silent. That is the moment to be still. That is the moment to listen. Many will dismiss this as just another eclipse. Scientists will explain the mechanics of it, news outlets will cover it briefly, and by the next day, the world will move on. But you will not be the same. After the eclipse, pay attention to the first thoughts that enter your mind, the first feelings in your heart, the first message that surfaces from your intuition. That is your answer. That is the guidance you have been waiting for. This event is not random. It is a divine appointment. It is a cosmic correction, a recalibration of energy that will shift the course of everything. Those who are aligned will feel it like an electric current, moving through their soul. The world may not recognize what has happened, but you will. This is the moment where everything changes. When the eclipse has passed, when the light returns, the world will seem the same, but it won't be. Something invisible will have shifted. A door will have closed, and a new one will have opened. Most people won't notice. They will go back to their routines, their distractions, their old habits. But you will feel it. A sense that something is different, even if you can't explain it right away. It may come as a subtle knowing, like a whisper from the universe, or it may hit you all at once. A realization, a breakthrough, a sudden urge to change something in your life. Maybe something that felt confusing before will now seem obvious. Maybe a decision you've been avoiding will no longer feel like a choice, but a necessity. Because once you've seen the truth, you can't go back. This is where the real work begins. The eclipse is not the ending. It is the beginning. What happens next is entirely up to you. You have been given a moment of clarity, a glimpse into what is possible. Now you must decide whether you will act on it or let it fade away like a dream you barely remember upon waking. There will be signs in the days following the eclipse. Unexpected messages, encounters that seem random but are anything but, changes in your relationships, your emotions, even the way you perceive time itself. Some of these shifts will feel exciting, others will feel unsettling, but all of them are happening for a reason. If people begin to drift away from you, let them. If certain doors close, do not chase them. If old parts of your life begin to feel unbearable, do not resist the change. This is the realignment. The universe is removing what no longer belongs in your next chapter. You may feel a deep sense of exhaustion, like your spirit has been working on something far greater than you can comprehend. This is normal. You have just stepped through a spiritual threshold, and your body, mind, and soul need time to adjust. Give yourself that time. But do not mistake rest for stagnation. Do not let the weight of the past pull you back into old patterns. This is where most people fail. They feel the shift, but then they hesitate. They question it. They convince themselves that nothing has really changed. They fall back into comfort, back into the same routines, the same limitations, the same cycles that have trapped them for years. But you must not allow that to happen. Because you are different. You are not meant to stay where you are. This eclipse has marked a point of no return. From this moment on, the way forward will not be found in the past. The answers you seek will not be found in old habits, old relationships, or old ways of thinking. The path ahead is new, and it requires a new version of you. This means making choices that your old self might not have been ready to make. It means stepping away from things that feel familiar, but no longer serve you. It means trusting that the universe is guiding you, even when the road ahead is unclear. The most important thing you can do now is take action. If an idea comes to you, act on it. If an opportunity arises, say yes. If something inside you is telling you to go in a certain direction, follow it without hesitation. There will be resistance. The old world does not want to let you go so easily. It will try to pull you back, to test your commitment, to make you second-guess everything. But you have already seen the truth. You have already felt the shift. And deep down, you know you cannot stay where you were. This is your chance. This is your moment of power. You are being given the opportunity to step into a new reality, one where you are no longer held back by fear, doubt, or external limitations. But the choice is yours. You can ignore the signs, pretend this was all in your imagination, and go back to the life you had before. Or you can step forward into the unknown, into your purpose, into the version of yourself that was always waiting on the other side of this transformation. The world may not understand what has happened, but you do. And from this moment on, nothing will ever be the same.